I mean, sometimes I say it and I don't totally mean it. Right now, I totally mean it. We have a great show for you guys. Yes. Jim O'Hare is here. From Parks and Rec, Jerry from Parks and Rec. Also, we have the music of Dawson Hallow. You'll love them. And we have a great title sponsor. Check out this commercial we made for him, Big Whiskeys.
At Big Whiskeys, no matter what your story is, you're welcome here.
I remember as a boy, my dad was carrying me, and we saw a train hurtling towards a woman. My dad grabbed her, pulled her out of the way, and the train sailed past. He saved her life.
Really, man, my uncle was working on a Buick in the driveway and the thing fell on him.
I remember one time my dad and I were in the living room, we looked out the window and there was the ice cream truck guy. And the ice cream truck guy was selling ice cream. So my dad went out there and bought ice cream and ate the ice cream. Yeah, how about it? Let's just keep this show moving. Let's do things I've noticed.
These things I've noticed. These things I've noticed, yeah.
Yeah.
These things I've noticed. These things I've noticed, yeah.
Yeah.
These things I've noticed. These things I've noticed, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Things I've noticed. I've noticed that people who cheerfully say on nice days, "Thanks, global warming, the weather's great," are the same people who don't understand global warming. I've noticed that the Air and Space Museum should just be an empty lot. Look at it all around you. It's lovely. I've noticed that when Matt Damon is searching for a thrift shop, he is Good Will Hunting. I've noticed that dogs and cats can be friends, but only if the dog is a cat person. I've noticed that if you staple an Alexa to a Roomba, it's like you're rich with a clumsy butler that can't understand what you're saying. And finally, I've noticed that ghost houses can't have a living room. Things I've noticed.
These things I've noticed. These things I've noticed, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Hey, one thing that is important to me here, doing this show here in the Midwest, is taking pride in the Midwest. The fact that we're from here, I love it. And what bugs me is people in different areas of the country, the coast or wherever, often have misconceptions about the Midwest. So what we did was we went out and asked people here in the Midwest to answer questions that people submitted to us about what life is like in the Midwest. People on the coast submitted these questions. So check it out. It's our latest version of Midwest. Jeff Houghton, America's Midwest foreign correspondent. Jeff Houghton, America's Midwest foreign correspondent, here at a Midwestern Fall Festival. Now, I've embedded myself in the region for the better part of 30 years, but today I'm taking your questions from the coast to ask real Midwesterners about what life is like here in flyover country. From Paul in Maine, what's it like to be not as smart as the rest of us?
Wait, what?
What's it like to be not as smart as the rest of us?
Well, I beg to differ with him.
From Kenny in San Francisco, when do you think the internet will get here? So you have the internet?
Yes.
Dial-up?
No.
Regular?
Wi-Fi.
From Samantha in New Jersey, how much meth do you have on you right now?
I don't have any.
You do a lot of whittling?
I don't do any whittling.
Do you sit on the porch a lot?
I'd like to more.
Scott in Portland, did you make these clothes? What is the name of your farm? Are you ever jealous that your monthly income isn't less than your rent? Who's forcing you to live there? From Morgan in DC, do you ever wish you could not have a yard? From Jane in Baltimore, what is the process for churning butter?
Okay.
There's 3 different ones. You can either put it in a crank churn, or you can use the old pump one, or you can actually put it in a quart jar and shake it.
So you actually know the answer to that.
I've turned many a pound of butter.
All right, from Tina in Virginia, what is it like to share the exact same political, religious, and ethical views of every person you've ever known in the Midwest? What's it like to be white, only surrounded by white people? What are little things that you do to your outhouse to make it more your own?
Okay. Most people will take and put decorations in there, little hoops or wreaths, or of course you got to have the old Sears catalog in there. And when I grew up on the farm, my uncle was proud of his because it was a 3-holer.
Reporting from the Midwest, I'm America's Midwest foreign correspondent, Jeff Houghton. All right, stick around. We'll be right back with Jim O'Hare. That comedy bit brought to you by VRS CPAs and Advisors.
Guest booking provided by Gig Salad.
Additional sponsorship provided by Big Whiskey's official American restaurant and bar of the Mystery Hour. Welcome back, everybody. We have a great guest tonight. We also have a great guest sponsor. Whap! Springfield History Museum. If it was before, it's now. I don't know it. I want to never ask them what their slogan is. We are so excited to have our guest tonight. You'd recognize him for a million things. He's been in so many things, but also, probably mostly, as Jerry in Parks and Rec. Please put your hand together for Jim O'Hare. Here he is.
You caught me with my hand in my pants. It is my favorite place to have it. Wait, this is PG, right? Okay.
You're fine, you're fine.
Back. And I heard the fat joke you did at the top.
What was that?
You said we have a big star or a big actor here.
That was insensitive.
It was very insensitive.
I think of you as sturdy. Strong.
Yeah.
Strong even.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I was under the impression, maybe I was wrong, Letterman was doing a special show tonight, and that's why I was here.
No.
I don't know who this is, so I don't know how this happened. There will be people fired.
We did whatever we had to do to get you here.
Well, it worked. No, but in all seriousness, Springfield, and I'm not just saying this, don't even applaud, because then it looks like I did it for that. Springfield is awesome, and I would never have known that if I hadn't been here.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah, yeah.
But you're a Midwest guy.
Chicago born and bred.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I've been in Missouri a little. My sister had a place in West Plains for a while, Willow
is that
Springs. Right? A rafting company, so I would go down
cool.
in the raft, and you get in the kayak, and you scrape. Now, other people didn't seem to scrape. Yeah. So then, the next year I go down to visit, she's got these big tubes that you just lay in with the cooler between you. I go, where the hell were these last year? And she goes, well, we had them. I didn't think you would want them. Are you effing kidding me? I don't want to scrape for 6 hours. I want to float. And then it was amazing.
Everyone else made it several miles, and you made it to the bridge.
I'll be there.
So, I feel like everyone knows you for Parks and Rec, but I think part of your journey is also interesting. Like you came up in kind of the Chicago scene, and then
I did. Yeah, I began, well, first I did radio 100 years ago in Rensselaer, Indiana. Good morning, you're on the air with Jim O'Hare and Rensselaer. And when you think about it, it doesn't even rhyme. It just, at the time, it seemed cool, but it makes no sense. But I was young, and you know, I'm almost 30 now, so.
Wow.
Not liking these people at all. No, but I went from there and I started taking classes at Second City in Chicago, and I knew right then and there that was
it.
Grabbed my heart. Yeah. You get that first laugh, and you get you meet like-minded people who are doing what you're doing and same sensibilities, and I ended up in a comedy group, and then we did this crazy play with puppets and blood and a big vagina, and can I say vagina?
It's a technical term, it's fine.
It is a technical term, and it was a big vagina, and so truly, I'm not even making this as true. And the play did so well in Chicago, we brought it to Los Angeles, and then that kind of changed everything, because all of a sudden there was agents and managers, and you know, and then it's me and Brad Pitt and Clooney doing lunch, and you know.
A lot of lunches.
A lot of lunches, yeah.
So.
But let me warn you guys, don't get in with Pitt. He is so clingy, so like, Jim. Bring it down, Brad, bring it down. You're at an 8, I need you about a 4 right now. A lot of that with Brad.
Do you know he's actually from this city?
I do.
Yeah.
I know my audience, come on.
So, Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
I feel like it was just so beloved.
Yeah.
And did it, we've talked about this, did it in kind of a different way, in the sense that like you guys, how you felt about each other came through.
Yeah, the thing for me for Parks is a show, and I take no credit for any of the writing. Every once in a while we'd get an improv bit that would stay in it, but there's so much love in that show. Even like we talked about this earlier, he made me go to lunch with him today. We'll talk, but anyway, no, but we were talking earlier, and I think what I love about Parks is it wasn't all laughs. There was, you could go to a commercial break without a big laugh. It was okay. You could have emotions. You could have people crying. And you don't get that a lot in the sitcom. So I happen to love that. And people always love to hear, so I'll tell you, we still, the core 8 of us, are still on a text link together, and we text every day. So, like when something good happens to one of us, I won an Emmy a couple months ago. Anyway, but no, but, you know, so right away, oh my God, you know, and so we do that for each other, and Adam Scott had a big article in the New York Times the other day, and so we're still, it's been 2 years since we've been on the air. I mean, we're on the air every day during syndication stuff, but 2 years since we're working together every day, and we can't break apart yet.
That's wonderful.
And the only one we're worried about, but I think things will go better for him, is Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
I will tell you, and I hope this doesn't go further, I throw him $20 a week to cut my lawn.
That's nice.
Because he's got a kid, he's got little Jack, and it gets my heart. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this. In this text thread, has anyone congratulated you yet for this show, The Mystery Hour?
As a host, you should be aware that never ask a question you don't want the answer to.
Fair enough.
That's an old rule. That is an old rule. You know they're thrilled for me. Seth Meyers a couple weeks ago. Jeff Houghton tonight. It's all the same. It's all the same. No, but you know, I'm teasing you. This has been awesome. It's been great.
Yeah. So we all have a sense of
this isn't over yet? Oh,
no,
okay,
it's still going.
No, go ahead.
You are exactly what I worried you would be.
I've talked to some colleges here and there, and people come up for selfies or whatever after, and a lot of the people will be like, "Oh, you're much dirtier than I thought you'd be."
I'm not Jerry.
I'm not Jerry, you know. But you know, I know people know me as Jerry, and it's awesome, and I love Jerry. If we could all be like Jerry, what a world this would be. You know, the large penis, I mean. But
it's a technical term.
So now I've said vagina and penis. Okay.
Yeah. It's like you forgot everything we talked about earlier today.
Yeah. Literally the second I left you. Boing.
Out.
Yes. Out. No, can I say that? And they are medical words.
No, they're medical words.
Okay.
You're fine. You're fine. Everyone knows them. So
about fallopian tubes.
No.
The egg. Go.
No.
No.
Oh. That's too technical. Too technical.
Oh, okay.
Also, I don't know how any of it works.
Me neither. I just know that the men do most of the work to get a woman pregnant, so she should be thrilled that we've done that and then be done. Yes. It's all exhausting. Kidding. No, we do the most.
So I was thrilled.
I give you a solid 30 seconds that you'll never forget. Seconds is an okay word, right?
Everyone knows what seconds are.
Everyone knows what seconds are. Yeah.
I feel like it's on me to transition, and that's not fair.
Good luck, my friend.
But what I love has been, when you love a show and you fall in love with the actors, is kind of like following their career and cheering for them. So, you know, we started talking about having you on this summer, and then I saw you in a trailer I was in the movies and saw you in a trailer for Logan Lucky. And and then I started seeing other stuff, and then, you know, kind of do some more research. I'm like, you work so much.
Yeah, I work a lot. I don't know what I can say. You know what? We talked about this. I'm old school. I was an actor for many, many years, where days looking in the couch for money to get on the L to go to work. Yeah. So even though I don't have those worries like I did then, there's still something about if there's work out there, I want it. And I love being on a set. When you love the old expression, and this is so old, and I love it, and I should learn who said it because I always say it. If you love what you do, you never worked a day in your life. So I always say, I moved to LA in 1994. I have not had a job since 1994. Yeah. I have done stuff I've loved since 1994, but not a job.
Well, let me tell you, we love you coming out here.
Thank you.
There he is, Jim O'Hare. We'll be back with Dawson Hallow.
Guest travel and accommodations provided by Hotel Vandervoort.
Systematic Savings Bank, official bank of the Mystery Hour. Big Fish Screen Printing, official t-shirt provider of the Mystery Hour. Tonight's musical guest is brought to you by Bear Village. Welcome back, everybody. We have a great musical guest here tonight. Please put your hands together. You're gonna love him. Dawson Hallow.
The lonesome wolf is howling at the moon. His song has wings of sad sincerity. He's singing out an old familiar tune. He bears his heart and soul so heavily. Am I the only one that feels alone? I try to patch my heart upon my sleeve. The loneliness just seeps inside my bones. My shirt cannot support the weight you see. Lonely, lonely, everybody that I meet is lonely. Feeding the beast, own it, own it. You don't have to let those demons haunt you. Everybody that I meet is lonely, especially me. Own it, we don't have to let those demons haunt us. The wilderness is all I've ever known, searching for a place to rest my head. Am I the only one without a home? I'm finding it within our common threads. Lonely, everybody that I meet is lonely. Feeding the beast, own it, you don't have to let those demons haunt you. Lonely, everybody that I meet is lonely, especially me. Own it, we don't have to let those demons haunt us. Lonely, oh. Lonely, everybody that I meet, feeding the beast. Own it, you don't have to let those demons harm you. Everybody that I meet is lonely, especially me. Own it, we don't have to let those demons haunt us.
Yes. That was so great. That's awesome. That was so great.
Thank you.
How about that? What a show. Dawson Hallow, Jim O'Hare, that's our show. 10% of our box office groceries go to